Greetings. I greet you all in the name of the Creator, the number one, the only one, the owner of the world. My name is Nuruddin Tijani. This is the Ministry of Truth, the Return of Light. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing more evidence, showing more proofs that the Tatarian Empire, the old Tatarian Empire, is not only a worldwide empire, but it has its root in the Yoruba empire, in the Yoruba tradition. Uh, in other words, I'm saying that the Tatara Empire was a was an empire influenced by the Yoruba culture and tradition. For those of you who do not know what the Yoruba is or who the Yoruba people are, the Yoruba language and the Yoruba people are an ancient people. The language is an ancient, some people call it Semitic language, and it has actually connection with Hebrew, Arabic, and other Semitic languages. But the original language of the world is actually in that language. So that's the language that I'm using to etymologize the names and proving that the name Tataria, the Empire Tataria, is actually connected to the or actually has origin in the Yoruba civilization. So without no wasting time, let me get to the etymology of providing other words that are actually connected to the word Tataria or Tata, or in today's edition there's Dada. So now, in my previous video, I mentioned that the word Atata in the Yoruba language, when the Yoruba people say Atata, it's referring to something that is beautiful, magnificent, excellent, wonderful. If a person is called Omo Atata, it means it was born perfectly born, or born without any stain or some sort of purely born, well born, pure blood, pure origin, and so on. So it's a very big word actually. So that's it, the word Atata. I have actually, on the screen you can see now that I've provided the etymology, sorry, excuse me, the tradition, excuse me, the translation of the word according to the Google Translate. And I have to mention something very quickly, that the Google translation is not actually perfect. It's not, but many people actually have experienced the inaccuracy of the Google Translate, but once in a while they get the accurate, they get the correct translation. So this is an example. Atata is something that is excellent. It's very beautiful, very nice. So if you're called Atata, it means a glorious child, a magnificent child, child of glory, and so on and so forth. So that is that. Now, the other thing I'm going to be talking about is that the word Tata is actually connected to the word Dada, okay, from the word dad. So dad in English language today means father, but the original etymology of the word dad is actually found in the word tata, that. If you check, I'm going to show you, in this video, that in some cultures in the world, in Europe, many countries actually use the word tata for father. So now the question is, what does the word Tata, being the father, meaning father, mean? It has to do with connected to the old civilization of Tataria. The answer is, the word Tata is represented in the word. The meaning actually has the word actually has a meaning of father, because it was the headquarter or the head civilization, or the central city of the empire at the time. That's the name, or let's say that the head world of the of the previous civilization of the past. Okay, and it's a title. The word Tata or Tatar is also a title given to a king. Something is sensing to me that I should say probably a black king. Okay, the word Tatar is used to give, it's a title given to ancient black kings in the past. Some people may find that inaccurate, but it's actually true, because the original meaning of the word Tatar is actually in Yoruba. You can check my previous video. So now the word Dada is actually also used to call a father in English language Dada. But also what we actually see is that the word Dada is also in the Yoruba language. And if you also instead of saying Omo Tata, in today's Yoruba language, many people actually say Omo Dada. Okay, if somebody asks somebody, a Yoruba person, in how they doing, like how are you in Yoruba language today, they say Dadani, Dadani. It's actually another way to say Tatani, Tatani. So it's a people it's a proof that the language and the people and the tradition and the ancient civilizations actually rooted in the Yoruba, among the Yoruba people. The civilization is actually originated from by the Yoruba speaking people. Up to today, the remnants of the people are still living, and they're called the Yoruba people today. They're found all over the world, and many people, of course, do not know who they are now. So this is just for those of us who might see this and know a person who actually is actually a Yoruba person. You can be so kind to share this video with them, so let them learn about themselves, or share this video with as many people as you can. So in Yoruba today, if you ask somebody how are you doing, they say Dadani. So it's the same thing as saying Tatani. Okay, Tatani, Dadani. So the D and the T sound is interchangeable. So when we have Dada, it means same thing as Tata. So Amma Tata, Amma Dada, it's the same thing. So there's another way to actually pronounce that phrase, which is Omotata. Omotata. That's very, very similar and accurate to the old pronunciation of that word. Omotata means Omo of Ata, child of Ata, or child of Tata. Child of Ata, most likely. And that's another way, another thing that we see in the name Atalanta is another connection to the land of Tataria. That's another name. Atalanta is another name and title connected to the ancient civilization of Tataria, which is not actually too ancient. So that's it. Moving on to the next evidence, we have that, what I've already said, is that the word Tata actually means father, and in a language called Tagalog, which is a Filipino language, the word father, the word Tatay, they use it as Tatay, which means also father in the Tagalog language. So there are many other languages in the world. For example, of course, in English language, the word Tata actually they use it as an exclamation to say bye, to say goodbye. But what I actually found that in English language, the word Tata also they write it as Dada. The old way is written as Dada. That's a big proof that the Yoruba people are using the word Dada today to mean something good. So when they ask how are you today, they say that it means I'm good. So it's about something good. So something great, something good, something fantastic, something marvelous. So that's another proof right there. So and we have also I found this information which says many languages use some form of the word Dada as their word for father, and this also could be Dada or Papa. So countries like Greek, Latin, Czech, Sanskrit, Spanish, Polish, Romanian, Welsh, Yiddish, and Filipino, they say Tata, sometimes Tad. So you can see that the D and the T sound are interchangeable. So Tad, Tati, same thing as Daddy. Okay, Daddy, Tati. So it's from the word Tata, right? So that's it, and that's a very clear evidence that the word is actually rooted rooted in the Yoruba language, Yoruba culture and tradition. So, and moving on I have the last word that I want to present today, and actually Atari, this Yoruba word which is Atari. The word Atari in Yoruba language is actually means the topmost of the head, Atari. So Atari as you can hear, it sounds so similar to Tatari. Okay, Atari. Atari, it means the topmost part of the head. It's what it means. So that's another similar to the word Tatari. Okay, Tatari. So that's it. The civilization existed. That's 100% proof. That's already uncertainty. There were people who are called the Tatarians, who were actually the descendant of the people are still in the world today, and of course they don't know themselves anymore. They called with they go by different names in the world today, but some people, the Yoruba people, still call themselves Omatata. Okay, the Yoruba people they refer to themselves up to today as Omatata, which means the child of Tata. So, or child of Atata, which means an excellent child or a beautiful child, magnificent child, which is the title given to kings and queens in the ancient times and the land of the and the name of the land. Similar to, I'm going to round up with this in conclusion. Similar to the word Bible, which I've etymologized on my channel. You can take a look at my channel. You see the etymology of the word Bible. It's the same, similar to the word Babylon. It's Babel. So it's also the meaning of the word Babylon is also the same thing as a title given to a leader and the land itself. Also, the king is also called Babylonione, and so on and so forth. The name Quran also is a name given to a leader. Also, although it's not pronounced as Quran today, it's actually pronounced as Quran. These are the title and names given to leaders, kings and kings and queens, and names of lands. I have shown that in my videos on my channel. You can take a look. So that's all I have for today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. So there's more to say about this civilization, about this name Tatari or Tatar. So there's another thing I want to say. I forgot to add the although I said I'm concluding, but I just remember something. But I'm gonna do another video. That will be part 3. I'm gonna be talking about another land found in in the Russian territory called Tatar or Tatarsk, Tatarskaya. Okay, these are other names that prove actually that there's the existence of the land of the civilization actually spans all over the world. And also, finally, I'm going to wrap up with this for sure. And I'm going to be coming with another video, probably in the part 3. I'm going to do probably, I'm going to bring 2 more evidences to show that the name is actually of a Yoruba origin. And that would be the popular phrase "Akuna Matata." As you can hear, also there's the word "tata" in that phrase also. This phrase is actually a Yoruba phrase, and I'm gonna dissect it. I'm gonna bring show the evidence and the etymology, and you'll see for yourself in the next coming videos. So stay tuned. So I'll use the opportunity to invite those of us who are coming to this channel for the first time to consider subscribing and joining the rest of us on this journey of learning about the truth, about reality, about history, through the lens of the ancient original language of Yoruba. The Yoruba language is an ancient language. It's one of the oldest languages in the world. If not the oldest, it's probably one of the oldest languages in the world. Other Semitic languages actually are from this language, this Yoruba language. So that's a fact. Many languages are actually from this language, including English, Arabic, even Russian language from Yoruba language. Many other languages in the world actually are from Yoruba language. So that's another reason for you to join this channel, so we can learn together and you can ask me questions. I'll be very happy to respond. And if you're a returning viewer, consider liking this video and share it with as many people as possible, so we all can get this information and learn about our past and our history. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Salua.